Hi, I'm Moody, feeling Moody. If you've been hanging out with me for a while, you'll know that I follow the American Native tradition of naming each month. And this month, January, is called the Wolf Moon. Actually, the Native Americans only named the full moon, but I named the entire month. So this wolf moon was called that name because the wolves were heard howling. They were howling because it was cold, very cold month, and because they searched for food. There was a scarcity of food in the winter month. It was not as readily as available as it had been. So they howled also as a way of communicating with their tribe. They were more vocal and they usually howled at night, for it was very cold. So sometimes, as it was harder to find food, they became closer to where humans had settled. So their calls were more noticeable and eerie. And also, it was to locate members of their pack, to define their territory, to coordinate hunts. So it was for communication among their tribe. Spiritually, because we're spending more time inside spirit, it encourages us to be introspective, to reflect. A time for deep reflection and looking inward, especially the onset of a new year, connecting to primal instincts, our inner voice, our inner wisdom, the intuition inside. You could hear that howling now, wanting to get your attention more. And of course, the connection to community and family, honoring your pack, showing your support for those who hung in there with you through thick and thin, never judged you, for bonds that need to be strengthened with those who are close to you, acknowledging those deeper community connections. And then whatever stage you are in life, no matter whatever you're facing, we always have to be resilient. We have to have or show tenacity in the face of difficulty. Like giving up is just not an option. And so we begin to focus on changing that situation, our situation, looking towards a new beginning. This new year offers a new beginning, a growing light. The solstice is signaling hope. The new year is a time for setting new intentions, big or small. Major shifts are occurring in the cosmos, as above, so below. I feel like major shifts are occurring within each of us, around each of us. So many people are going through similar things. We never know what someone else is truly going through. And that's why we have to be kind to everyone, right? And we expect the same courtesy. Let me tell you what's going on astrologically in January. Mercury enters Capricorn. That's January 1st. It's also their birthday time, right? Focus on structure and goals. That should be Capricorn's intentions. But when it happens above, it happens below. And you may not be a Capricorn, but if we talk about Capricorn's energy being dominant, it impacts everybody, right? Because we all have a little bit of the energy that's distributed. So there is Mercury entering Capricorn on the 1st. On January 3rd, a super full moon in Cancer. January 6th, Venus, a Kazemi in Capricorn. January 9th, Mars, Kazemi in Capricorn. January 11th, Jupiter begins its retrograde in Cancer. Deep inner reflections there on family. January 18th, a new moon in Capricorn. Okay. January 21st, Mercury Kazemi in Aquarius. Also on the 18th, the sun moves into Aquarius. On the 23rd, Pluto Kazemi in Aquarius. January 26th, major shift as Neptune enters Aries. Neptune into Aries. A lot of Capricorn energies. Know your birth chart. I always tell you that. You can go to the link in my description to get that. You may have Capricorn as a sign in your chart somewhere. Whether or not you do, you will feel it more than others. But even if you don't, you will feel that earth energy. Capricorn's very disciplined, very business, budgeting, money, affairs, structured, discipline, ruled by Saturn. Saturn also governs karma. That's right. So that is what I know about January. Let's pull some cards. Tell us about January. Holy Spirit, angel guide, spirit guides the message. And I didn't ring my chimes, but I can still do it. Where are my chimes, as a matter of fact? Okay. Okay. Avoidance is causing major blockages. Refocus. Yeah. Actually, I do feel like January is a time of refocus, right? For us to become introspective and change the focus on where we are and where we're going and how we're going to get there. Especially opening up with that full moon, a super full moon that is too, January 3rd. Avoidance is causing major blockages. Refocus. There's something we're all avoiding, which is causing a blockage. January signifies a time of refocusing. What do you want us to know about this? I want a different deck. What do you want us to know, Spirit? Okay. What do you want us to refocus on? What do you want us to know about this blockage? Oh, I love that. Look, first card, the star. He definitely wants us to know that you are a star, that he places you in very high esteem, that he sees the authentic you, that this is a time for healing and for refocus. What? The star is all about that, right? Because it is taking a time to go within, heal ourselves, get ourselves balanced again, one foot in the water, one foot in on earth, right? Water is always your feelings, your cups, your emotions. And then you come out as the king or queen of swords, sharp, keen, alert. After spending time in nature, things are clear. So the star brings brightness. Also allows us to refocus on what is important with the star, right? It is refocusing on our wish fulfillment, the desires of our heart, spending some time in nature, also being led by spirit. Yes, having some divine time. You come out so keen, so alert, so ready, so sharp. Yes, ready to face whatever lies ahead. And for some of you, you've been avoiding it because it's chaotic. There's chaos, there's conflict associated with it. You just didn't want to deal with it. It could have something to do with an Aquarius, doesn't have to. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the star is Aquarius. Avoidance is causing a blockage. Some of us, it is toxicity, an obsession, an addiction, something that we know we need to let go of. We need to leave it in 2025, whatever that is for all of us. The first card is about us healing from that. Oof, I do see that's still very active in current energy. I know this for me, cultivating new friendships, putting yourself in situations where people like the same thing that you do, that would require you to put yourself in that environment first. Start getting out more, definitely. Page of Swords. You need something to offset that toxicity, that devil energy. And it's just a matter of finding something else. You have the Seven of Cups, and now you have the Three of Cups at the center, which is the Ten of Cups. That's how important it is to be curious, to get out there and want to experience, explore. Definitely being told that. Give me some future energy here. Avoidance. Also regarding something that you're working on personally that you want, that it's being blocked, right? Momentarily. You have 2 5s here, which is a cycle coming to an end. This is future energy, though, because as you gain this clarity with these swords here, the King or Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, curiosity, also praying, meditating for what it is that you want, focusing on it, giving it time, effort, attention. Look at that. Maybe you pull away from people, your circles change. Because in January, right, it is all about relationships too. It's always about relationships. But there is somebody that maybe is a little jealous of the fact that you've taken your attention away from them. Yeah, you've decided to go alone regardless of the consequences, to face the cold month. Could be hungry for attention, hungry for love, but you're not going to beg for it if it's not freely given. No, Pisces could be involved. This is you once you refocus, having faith in yourself, because the moon is about uncertainty, a lack of clarity, not knowing, but it's also a major arcana. And you know, you're a star. So the sun, the moon, the star, you know who controls that. So this is also a card for me about stepping out in faith, because you can't see above, but you know it's time to refocus. It's time to get past this toxic energy and to move on. Because we realize when whatever is a blockage, we know what a blockage is. We've been avoiding addressing this, but we can't any longer. We can't go into the future with this. No. Strength and courage appears with the moon, having faith. Okay, Spirit? Tell me more. Three of Cups at the center. Relationships are very important. Pay attention to your intuition. January, right? Very heightened intuitiveness. Okay. Heightened. Piscean energy with the moon. Leo energy. Capricorn is here with the devil. Aquarius, I said that. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sag. What else, Spirit? Oof. Okay. Yeah, this is the time of creating. The Emperor, the Empress. The Empress creates either a baby or a person or a thing. Okay, so that's what this is. Whatever you've been avoiding, you can't avoid it. You need to address it because it's breaking your focus on whatever is supposed to be nurtured through you. Something is supposed to be created. Ten of Pentacles, even a legacy, something that you have to see, something you have to do regarding a family issue, a legacy, inheritance, some type of money, property, some type of higher commitment. Yeah, this is about a dream. And I do feel like this is the Eight of Pentacles, that future energy. This is what brings all of the success. This connects with the wish fulfillment. Tell me about love here, Spirit. Tell me about love here. Is somebody having a baby? Is somebody having a baby? Yeah, this is you manifesting. Now, this card fell out of the deck. It wasn't supposed to be in the deck, but it fell. Ooh, forgiving and learning. Somebody could be avoiding forgiving or actually learning the lesson, like accepting their part, focusing on what it taught you through that last experience. And then also releasing. Forgiveness allows you to release, let go, and forgive. As you release and heal, remember you opened with the star. Heal the past. You experience more love in the present. And it's all about us letting go of the past and stepping into the present. As the new year begins, don't avoid anything that could be blocking you from refocusing on your healing. Whatever it is that your heart desires, your feelings, your cup, because it's real. And this is the time for you to explore what it is that you want coming into 2026. It is the year of the fire horse. That is the Chinese zodiac. But the fire horse is all about your desires and passions on steroids. I mean, don't let anything get into be a blockage, stop you, or get in your way. Don't let anything stop you. What else, Spirit? With romance, is there something else that we need to know? It is all about getting into your feelings, your fire. Our fire is going to be lit if we are focused on the desires of our heart. We are able to connect with Spirit. You have four major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. Yes. 5 major arcanas here. Spirit wants you to be on fire. He wants us to be on fire. Okay? He wants us to be connected with the desires of our heart, because therein lies the truth. The path then becomes lit. disconnecting from the world, like spending quality time with yourself away from the internet. Why is that important for us, Spirit? Because so much is going on, right? That we need to know how to be balanced, not be so caught up in all of that. What else? And that's not to say to be ignorant of that, right? But there's a lot of things to spend our time on, especially with America's job situation, downsizing. We have to be creative. God made us to be so much more than that job that we just had, than that friend that just abandoned us. By those who say they're our friends, but they act differently. They're not really supportive. Some that just want to be around us to keep an eye on us. Yes. So you have a lot of options. And if we take the time to redirect, refocus, remove anything, that past bitterness, those circles that didn't support, right? Let it go. Because you have a lot of options. You may not see them all right now, but with the Star and the Eight of Pentacles, it's a lot of creativity around you. And in order to do that, you need to spend some time alone so that you can be inspired and filled with new ideas. Just out of nowhere, sometimes they pop into your head. Some of you actually you have an idea, but you need some more direction. Okay. And under this Capricorn energy, spending time outside in nature will allow your purpose and answers to unfold. Being still and silent, right? No need to hurry. That will allow you, though, to be divinely guided. I do feel like things are improving for most of us, especially those of us who remain balanced, one foot in the water, one foot on earth. And the star energy is such a good pictorial of the energy that we should aspire to maintain in January. Thinking good thoughts, remembering our thoughts control everything. Your fortune is improving and you are going to get a great lucky break soon. You're collecting nuggets of wisdom, learning experiences, and you're going to need to rely on everything that you've learned in the near future. Okay. Spirit. What else? Direction, which aligns with your purpose. It's unfolding. It has the potential if you focus. Moody, if you focus. Collective. Again, you have the card of manifesting. Just confirming that you have all of the tools. The sword, the pentacle, the wand, the cup, all of the tools, the power to manifest what you want. Also, sometimes writing down your intentions. Writing down your intentions are very good. Then you can follow something. You have something tangible to follow and to make sure that it takes formation. Those of you that are elevating, because I do see maybe in the beginning you start off with healing, but by the end you're focused on your wish fulfillment, what you want. And here I see it coming in. And you see how you transform? You start off with healing, then you get your confidence, your faith back. Start to refocus on what it is that you really want. And then you're putting forward the action, stepping out on faith, and it comes true. It comes true. Your wish is being granted. Spirit always has a sense of humor. He says it may not come in the way that you expected, but don't worry, it is just what you needed. I am so happy for you because I feel that things are changing, the tide is changing, and you deserve a wish come true, whether it's a relationship or it's a thing, it's something being birthed and it's new with the Empress. It's new. It could be both. Don't limit yourself, I was just told. Yeah, some of you want a family. You want your family to get back together for some of you. Right. Some of you want children. Some of you want that 10 of Pentacles, the commitment. That's your wish come true. Okay. Possibly by summer. Yes. Some of you want somebody who's gone astray with the devil energy to recover, become realigned, come back into the family. That's for some of you. Give me an intuitive message for us right now, Spirit. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And I do hope that January is a month that all your wishes come true. Why? Because Spirit says follow the light. Follow the light. And listen to your intuition. It will lead you toward the light. Trust its direction. And remember, you had direction here. Spirit says your purpose is unfolding. Follow the light. Trust its direction. You are being divinely guided. Both of these cards say the same thing. And then you have divine timing. OMG. I am praying for you and me and all of us in January because everything unfolds in its time. Trust Holy Spirit's timing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And until the next moon phase, namaste.